wake up. I recognize you looking at me for the pay cut. Be looking at you from the face down. One even boom with the bass down. Skimming.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. MLB The Show has action out of the NL Central. It's the Cincinnati Reds and the Chicago Cubs. Well, Singy's trying to match the stellar performance by yesterday's starter. Looking forward to seeing what he's got today.
His teammate was lights out, Boog, in total command all game long. If he brings that same intensity again, these hitters are in for a long day.
Pitch coming your way next. So almost ready to get underway, and our pitcher in this game, Jameson Taillon. But Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
TJ Friedel leading things off and takes a strike. Splits the plate, 0-2.
No ball, he's straight.
The pitch. And that one is lifted in the air. Crow Armstrong should have it. And there's one down. Here's the lineup for the Reds. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustment. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
Santiago Espinal in the box now. No balls and a strike. In the air, out towards left center. Happ racing over to make the catch.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
2 down, bases empty. Ellie De La Cruz now at the plate. The shortstop takes the ball. The next pitch misses. Now 2-0.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. And that one fouled off. 2 out, space is empty. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. Middle of the first, no score. Back here at Wrigley Field and towing the slab, Nick Lodolo. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel difference between the bullpen mound to the mound. out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
Nico Horner, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. That one missed.
That's a ball.
Edge of the zone for a strike, and a count 2-1. That one ripped, but foul. Line drive, makes the catch, one down. Take a look at the lineup. This is one of the best teams in the league when it comes to drawing walks, Chris, so we'll probably see a very patient approach from them.
Yeah, Boogie, that's often what leads to a lot of runs scored. You get runners on base, you work that pitch count up for the opposing pitchers, and then you take advantage when they make mistakes. You get into that bullpen. You can tell that everyone up and down this lineup just comes in with a great plan of attack, a lot of patience, just like you said.
John Birdie stands in now and watches strike one. One out, base is empty. Strike two. And he swings over the top there. Throw to first in time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. Three-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Here's Kyle Tucker. Tons of pop. Right now he's third in the National League in homers. And first offering is fouled off. Just missed.
1-1.
Foul ball there. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. Through an inning, no score here on the show. Top of the second, and now the DH, Tyler Stevenson. Stevenson batting in the cleanup spot, and he's usually a catcher. Today he gets off his legs a bit. He's the DH. Tyone back to work.
Well, I really like when a guy gets a break like that. He still gets to stay involved in the game. Instead of starting behind the dish, gets to hit, gets to rest a little bit, gets to watch the game from a different perspective.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. Hat hauls it in, and there's one away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Spencer Steer batting with one down, takes a strike.
One strike.
Matthew Ross behind the plate. Pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, pitchers that work side to side effectively love being on the mound with Ross calling balls and strikes, Boog. If you can command your stuff on the outer edges of the strike zone, he will reward you.
Swing and a ground ball. Throws to first in time. how much were you aware of the umpire scouting report, or even who was going to be umpiring?
Not a whole lot. I mean, there were a couple of umpires that weren't real good, but outside of that, you just kind of went into the game, especially back when I was playing.
Gavin Lux in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all four umpires, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Batting seventh, the catcher, number 35, Jose Trevino.
Here's Jose Trevino. That's a strike. And delivers outside. On the ground, out to short. Lopez. They take the force out, and that is the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one left. Now to the bottom of the second. We're tied, 0-0. Bottom of the second, and here's the DH for the Cubs, Seiya Suzuki. That misses the zone, and that's ball one.
One ball, no strike.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
I think he was sitting off speed there. See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. And here's the catcher, Carson Kelly. Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Just 1 hit in his last 5 games. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Nothing here in the bottom of the second. Top of the zone for a called strike.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
Stays alive. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Well, he's really dialed in, and this offense is going to have to do something to try to break that rhythm. Maybe it's square around the bond, step out of the box, agitate him a little bit, do something that just changes what's happening right now, because at this pace it's going to be a long game, so you got to figure it out quickly.
Here's Justin Turner, hitless yesterday as they only pushed across 1 run. That one off the mark, ball 1.
1-0.
Two outs. Ripped to short. Tosses to first, and the Cubs go 1-2-3. Nothing happening there for the Cubs. We'll move to the third with no score. Back here at the friendly confines. On to the third inning. Now it's the right fielder, Will Benson. Right through there for a strike. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2. Good job to fight that one off. Up and in, and a count 1-2.
1-2.
That's down and in.
2 strikes.
Liner, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or
Matt
things can get away from you awfully quickly.
And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Matt McClain. Shortened a bunt and missed it. It's 0-1. And strike 2.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Runner.
Here goes the runner. Swing and a miss. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Now batting, the center fielder, TJ Friedel.
So back to the top of the Reds lineup. Now here's the Reds leadoff man, TJ Friedel. He's 0 for 1. In there at the knees.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
In the air out towards right center. Crow Armstrong makes the grab. Runner tags at second, and he's up to third safely with 2 gone.
The third baseman, number 4, Santiago Espinal.
Santiago Espinal, the next to hit for the Reds. Fly to left his first time. That one down the line, and that's just foul. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. This one in the air center field. He's got it, and that is that. Reds leave 1. Still no score.
City to city, trying to reach the people and sell my CDs. This is my grind, it's what I'm committed to. If it don't sound good, maybe it ain't for you. You want the stardom and the fame, but refuse to pay.
And welcome back to the
Leading up
ballpark.
for the
In
Cubs,
half up to
the
hit.
left fielder, Ian Happ.
That one catches the zone. Strike 1.
0-1.
Ball 1 there. In there. And so now 1-2. On the ground to the left. And foul ball. And he hits a ground ball right side. One gone, bottom of the third inning.
Well, I'm impressed with this guy's internal clock. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
So up next, Pete Crow Armstrong. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Man at first with one gone. Nicky Lopez. The next runner on the move. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second, great jump, and that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far, so why not try to put some pressure on him and see if you can steal the bag, get into scoring position.
Lodolo checks the runner, and he's back safely.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
Lodolo winds and deals. That one lifted to left. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's two away.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Nico Horner.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's Nico Horner. That's a strike, and it's 0-1.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
Breaking ball misses down and away. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. So one hit is all they get. On to inning number 4. No score.
Everybody get up, get down.
Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
De La Cruz.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
One and one.
That one inside. Look out.
Ball 3.
Oh, they've had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Now front, pulls that one foul. Now it's 3-2. Liner caught in second.
Yikes, that ball was scorched, an absolute missile, and it almost becomes self-defense as the fielder. When one of those things comes screaming towards you, watch your lips.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Tyler Stevenson. Fly to left his first time. And that's in there for strike one.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Swing and a foul out of play. Grounds one to short. Lopez fires across the diamond, and that quickly 2 away.
The first baseman, number 7.
Wow, Singy, what a throw. We got to take another look at it, but this time with the numbers from StatCast.
Yeah, Boog, that's about as good as it gets. You'll see the hardest throwing infielders reach 90+ on throws across the diamond, so he's pretty much right there with the best infield arms in the game. That was a rocket of a throw right there.
Stepping in, Spencer Steer. Yeah, that's in for a strike. 0-1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Swing and a foul straight back. Hit on the ground to short. Lopez whips it across, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Reds go down quietly, and we're still knotted at 0. Bottom 4, and stepping in is the speedy John Birdie.
John Birdie.
And that's in there at the knees.
You know, these Cubs, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Line to the left center field, and that's going to fall for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Dominant performance for him today, Billy. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either. And he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
So here's Kyle Tucker now, scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals. Birdie aboard here at first with nobody out.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Good hitters count the 2-0. Runner takes off. Oh, look at the stop. Nicely done for the out.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. The job was to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score the go-ahead run. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Seiya Suzuki getting ready to hit. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. In there at the knees, strike 1.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Swing and a chopper out to short. Slings it across. That's out number 2.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit,
Now
hit the ball on the ground,
catcher,
kill some worms
Carson
while you're at it.
Kelly.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Carson Kelly went down on strikes his first time through. And fouled off. Man at second. Outside. That's towards center. McLean sizes this one up. Makes the grab. That is the inning. One left for the Cubs. And we are still scoreless. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point.
Make a move, make a move, make a move. What it do, what it do, what it do. I was stubborn at the bottom, need a fool. Make a move, make a move, make a move. Make a move, make a move, make a move.
Tyone back to work. That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper. Lutz in his 6th season, 27 years old, and usually he's a second baseman, but today he's starting in the outfield.
I always see second basemen as being pretty versatile guys you can move around, and so for him to be out in the outfield today doesn't surprise me at all.
That's in there. 1 and 2. And down on strikes. That is his 3rd of the game.
No, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Pat pulls that one down, and a couple of quick outs.
The right fielder, number 30.
Will Benson digs in now. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Fastball for a strike.
He's been very consistent with his command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a guy can repeat his delivery like this.
Next offering is in for a strike.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Outside. Now 1 and 2. 2 down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 5th. Just missed.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
This one in the air. Lopez brings it in for the 3rd out. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books, and we still have no score. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Now it's Justin Turner.
First baseman, Justin Turner.
That's in there. Strike 1.
You know, these Cubs just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Oh, that was a pretty poor at bat. He just never got the bat off his shoulder. You got to go up there looking to swing at some point, especially once you're down 0-2. And at that point, make an adjustment, look to put the ball in play if it's anywhere close. And I'm just not sure what the plan was there.
Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Ian Happ. Grounded out his first time up. in there, and it's 0-1.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have guys in scoring position because they put themselves there.
Bases empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5.
No, that's low.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So a man aboard now with one away.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting
Now
great results lately. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
And next for the Cubs, Pete Crow Armstrong. Singled and stole a base his first time. Ground ball right side, it squirts through. Half on his way to third. And they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single.
Now batting, the shortstop, Nicky.
2 on, 1 out. And now here is Nicky Lopez. Golden opportunity right here.
I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone here. Pitcher's looking for a strikeout or a ground ball, hoping to keep that runner at third.
Just missed. Hat on third. Crow Armstrong at second with one away. Two on, 1 out. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The lefty ready, and a 1-1.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Fly ball down the line, and that should be extra bases. Runner from second crosses the plate, and they take a 2-run lead. Not stopping, he's going for 3. And it throws offline, safe at third. Here is Nico Horner, 0 for 2 in this one. First pitch, and he just misses. The other way, and foul ball. Just missed. One away with a runner at third. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Benson hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, the third baseman,
John Birdie at the plate, 1 for 2. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game.
Boog, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Hey! 2-1.
Next offering is fouled back.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Two outs with a runner at third. Got him. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But they pick up a pair here, both coming on this two-run triple. And it's 2-zip. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here at Wrigley Field, start of the sixth, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Matt McLean. And that one missing low.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
And that one clips the corner.
1-2.
Battling here as he fouls it away. And a 1-2.
Ball. 2-2.
And there's a ball.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Almost a coin flip for the umpire in that call, but most umpires just don't want to give pitchers a break up in the zone like that.
Friedel.
So digging in, TJ Friedel. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Line, and that's a base hit. And they have their first hit since the third inning.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so great job there stepping up to the challenge. You'll often hear the phrase, short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Espinal jumps out of the way of ball one. With the go-ahead run at the plate, and we're in the top half of the sixth. In for a strike, and the count is 1-2. Activity in the bullpen. Porter Hodge appears to be getting loose. Bickford getting loose as well. Next pitch is downstairs. First and second here, no outs. That one misses, and now it's 3-2.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
On the ground, could be 2. Fires to second for 1. On the first, double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
So 2 down now, and here is Ellie De La Cruz. He's one of the best players in the game. That one in there across the letters.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Two outs. That one is absolutely belted. In to score from third, and they trail by 1.
Everything came together for him. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Here comes the manager out of the Cubs dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. That's all for Jameson Taillon, and a nice effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment.
Now pitching for the
Ryan
Chicago
Brazier
Cubs.
on the pitch here.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
So runner at second, 2 down. Tyler Stevenson, the next to hit for the Reds. On the ground. Kelly tosses to first, and that's terrific work out of the bullpen. One pitch to end the frame. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So up now for Chicago, Kyle Tucker. And that drops in for a strike. Next offering in there for a strike. And that's strike 2.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one misses. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Good eye in that spot. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Nick Lodolo done for the day, and he kept him in it even though he's in line for the loss right now. New arm when we come back.
Now pitching for
Scott
Cincinnati.
Barlow gets the ball now.
He's averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
Suzuki in the box again, takes a strike. Tucker gets his lead at first, nobody out. High in the air, out to right. Benson ranging back. He's got it. And there's one away.
No, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Carson Kelly, the next to hit. Swung on, popped up left side. And there's 2 down.
Got the pitch that he wanted, just a little bit quick. Front shoulder open, backside collapsed a little bit, and the launch angle not where he needed it to be.
Now Justin Turner gets a chance to hit. A little out front there as he swings through it.
0-1.
That one blasted deep to right, way back there. And it hits the fence. Here's Tucker on his way to the plate. The throw's offline, he's safe. And they lead by 2.
Well done, drives in the run. He hit that ball really well to deep right field right there. Got a pitch to drive and just stayed through it nicely. Didn't quite have the trajectory to clear the fence, but you're always happy with an extra base hit.
Man in scoring position with 2 away. Ian Happ, the next Cub to hit. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Pretty good pitch. Backed up a little bit, expecting it to go middle away, and it just sort of stayed on the inside corner. Probably good take, because he would have gotten jammed had he swung the bat.
Hit in the air, center field. And that'll do it. Cubs pick up a run on the RBI double. It's now a 3-1 ball game.
It ain't no surprise. A full moon sits in the sky. You better watch your back tonight because there's no compromise.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Porter Hodge.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
And here's the first baseman, Spencer Steer. He's grounded out a couple of times. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
And a strike on the outside edge. Liner snagged at first.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
Now the left fielder, Gavin Lux. Out to short, Lopez. Sends it across to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Well, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
And now it's going to be Jose Trevino. You see the velocity, 97 with that fastball. Right through there for a strike.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Out towards right center field.
We don't see this a whole lot anymore where hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
Next to hit, Will Benson. Hammer, base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Back-to-back base hits. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great. Really important at bat coming up now.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Next for Cincinnati, Matt McClain. He is struck out and he is walked. And right back to the mound in plenty of time. The first, 3rd out, and that ends the frame. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Cubs 3 and the Reds 1. Bottom of the 7th, so up now for Chicago, Pete Crow Armstrong.
Pete Crow Armstrong.
First offering in the dirt. That one missing inside. Shortened a bunt and missed it. 2-2. Swing and a high fly ball left field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down.
Up next for the Cubs, the shortstop,
Nicky Lopez up to the plate.
Lopez.
Swings and misses. 0-1.
Now there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
1 down, base is empty. And that misses. 1-1.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
That one close, ruled a ball. And it's 2-1. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Next offering upstairs.
Careful.
That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Now batting,
Here's the second baseman, Nico Horner. 0 for 3 in this one. Runner on the go. And he grounds one to the right side. And a base hit. Lopez makes the turn at second. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
John Birdie, the next Cub to hit. 1 for 3. First pitch misses.
1-0.
Lopez, the runner at third. Horner at first. 1 gone. And there's a strike. Next offering in there for a strike. That is strike two.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Misses. Now 2-2.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
Inside, and it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
The right fielder, number 30.
So bases all loaded up. Kyle Tucker now at the plate.
Look, this has been a good one. A really good game to this point, and huge opportunity with the bases loaded. At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boo.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot.
Now pitching for
New pitcher for the Reds, Brent Suter.
Number 31.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
And that one fouled off. All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. This one ripped, but foul to the right.
It's so hard to slow yourself down when you see that juicy breaking ball, but the most success happens when you try to take that right back up the middle approach.
Pitch misses. Going to count 1-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Bases loaded. One away. In the air, left field, down the line. Base hit. 1 run in already. The second run scores. And they're up by 4.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Runners in the corners here, 1 away. And up next for Chicago, Seiya Suzuki. That one's in there, and it's 0-1. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. Late swing, fouled off. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Got him. And there's 2 away. So he gets the call and picks up the strikeout looking.
Sometimes with a good hitter at the plate, he'll be the one to get the benefit of the doubt if he lays off on a close pitch like that, but just not right there. Strike zone definitely expanded a little bit with 2 strikes.
Here's the catcher, Carson Kelly. That's a base hit, run scores.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he made it out front for the line drive knock.
Here's Turner now.
Drove it off the wall last time. Just missed out on a home run.
And that misses. And that's ball 1. First and second, 2 down. That one finds the zone, and that is strike one. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the third out. 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, but 2 are left stranded. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Cubs 6 and the Reds 1. We go to the 8th. Here's the center fielder, T.J. Friedl. Hodge back to work. And a foul ball. The Cubs bullpen with some action. Julian Merriweather up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Bickford warming up as well. Close, but called a ball. And that is ball 1. Sets him down on strikes. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees.
Oh, nice job right there. He struck him out twice. The pitch before looked like it was strike 3. Doesn't get the call. Bears down. Throws another quality pitch for the strikeout.
Now the number 2 hitter, Santiago Espinal. And first offering is fouled off. The Cubs leading by 5, and we're in the top of the 8th. And that's off the outside edge. And 1-1. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper. That one misses. And now 3-1.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
The 3-1. This is downstairs, and that's ball 4.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
So man aboard, and the batter will be the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. Swing and a high fly ball left field. And there are 2 down. The batter now, Tyler Stevenson.
Tyler Stevenson.
Right through there for a strike. Late on that fastball.
0-2.
And down on strikes he goes. That's out number 3. So 1 left for Cincinnati. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. So digging in, Ian Happ.
For the Cubs,
the switch hitter
the
batting right.
Ian Happ.
Swing and a miss. That's strike 1. Suter, in his 9th season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a sinker, a changeup, and he works in a slider. Out to short. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong.
So up next, Pete Crow Armstrong.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
That one's in there. Strike one. Swing and a miss.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
And misses inside.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
One down, base is empty. A swing and a soft liner. And that's a fair ball. Around first, digging for two. Throws to second. Safe. And that's his third hit.
He quickly went from hitter to base runner. Love when guys make that transition, and he's got speed to put on a show.
Nicky Lopez, the next Cub to hit. And that is out of play. One out and a runner at second. Here the bottom half of the eighth inning. Runner breaks for third. Strike in there. Throw to third. Save. That wasn't close.
You see me coming back to stop. We're about to shut down this whole block with the sound.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Line drive, base hit. In comes the run from third. And it's an RBI single, and it's now a 6-run lead.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
Man at first. Here comes the manager.
Pitching for the Reds, number 79.
Right through there for his strike. Man at first, one away. And a foul ball. Swings and misses, struck him out. Now the third baseman, John Birdie. First pitch just misses.
1 ball, no strike.
Knee high, that's in for a strike. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss. Inside, just missed. Gets a piece and stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs. And next for the Cubs, Kyle Tucker. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Looked like it was a little bit up. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. That one ripped. Way back there. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. The run scores from first, extending their lead.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. Put a very nice swing on that pitch.